All right, got some Lion news coming in. J.D. McKissic, running back from Seattle, cleared waivers. The Lions pick him up, and they also work out two quarterbacks that recently been cut. And Tyree Jackson, developmental quarterback rookie out of Buffalo University from Michigan. A lot of guys want the Lions to take at some point in the draft. And Kyke out of Minnesota was cut. Don't know too much about him, but the J.D. McKissic running back pickup was an interesting one. He does some similar things that I think they got in mind for the Johnson kid out of Maryland. Good speed back, good receiving back. He about 5'10", 195, so he's quick back. And I think it's a compliment to what Anderson and Kerryon Johnson bring. Each one of their running backs to a certain extent brings something different. Johnson is the bridge between Anderson and Johnson and McKissick side. He got some breakaway speed, not the fastest, and he got power, and he could be elusive as well. Anderson is the power back, you know what I'm saying, and Johnson is the speed back, the scat back, and McKissick is also a speed scat back. So they cover all areas in the running back. You need power, you got Anderson. You need a mystery back, which you don't know if he gonna catch it, run off tackle, or run in between the tackles, or he kind of got some good game breaking speed, which is Kerryon Johnson, who can do it all, and then you got the speed back in Johnson and McKissick. Now McKissick can line up in the slot and catch the ball out the slot, catch the ball out the backfield. He's a more explosive version of Theoretic. Now, can him or Johnson form that rapport with Stafford that Reddick had, the Texas routes, out the backfield, the option routes? We'll see if they can form that rapport or that camaraderie with Matthew Stafford. But they kind of in the build of Theoretic, just more explosive and got more game-breaking speed. And I like the pickup of McKissick, man. I like him a lot, man. And I liked him in Seattle. And obviously Seattle, they don't have a lot of household names. They have Rashad Penny, another guy that Lions were looking to trade back into the draft last year. A lot of guys won them in 2 years ago drafted, last year. So they got him, Chris Carson, CJ Prosise, they still got him. So they got a plethora of backs back there. And McKissick, I think, kind of closes the door unless injury happened on Zach Zenner coming back. See, with Zenner, they would have had two glorified power backs in Anderson and Zenner. Now you got Kerryon, who could do it all, and he can catch it out the backfield too. You got Anderson, who the power back, Johnson, McKissick, scat backs, catch it, and the speed type of back. So I like that, man. I like it a lot. And also, he was there when Darrell Bevel was there. I don't think he was, but they saying he was there now. The backup quarterback position, the David Bowler guy from Cleveland, he made the roster. He made the 53-man roster, I think. So he the third quarterback. And he didn't look that impressive his numbers-wise, but whatever that is. Tyree Jackson or Kyle Slater probably going to be, hopefully I'm saying his name right, they're probably going to be practice squad players. And shout out to J.D. McKissic. He from Phoenix City, Alabama. I got a couple homeboys from there, man. Stay in Alabama. So shout out to Phoenix City. It was right over the border from Georgia, from Columbus. So shout out to them, man. I want to say that one time for the one time. And, Tyree Jackson and Kyle Slater, they'll be battling for a practice squad spot, I believe. And I'll link all this in the description. And I like Tyree Jackson. He led a fourth quarter comeback for Buffalo. Big, strong kid. And, I don't know too much about the kid from that played in Minnesota. But I want to see Tyree Jackson, local guy, where he's from the state of Michigan, get an opportunity, big arm. And they just got to develop him strong, and it's hard. It's hard for a guy like him to make it from Buffalo, who came out early. Also, it's always going to be harder for quarterbacks of color to break in, especially if you ain't a Cam Newton or you ain't no Warren Moon didn't break in. He had to go to Canada. But if you ain't a blue chipper quarterback, it's hard to get in there and get opportunities. Tyrod Taylor, he sat there. He was a blue chipper coming out of Virginia Tech as far as just ability. He wasn't a first-round pick. He had to play his position. And also, I'm surprised they didn't try to explore bringing Cardale Jones in, who got cut from the Chargers. I guess he just ain't going to never get it. Or San Diego, they just don't think he ever going to get it. But yeah, man, I like Tyree Jackson coming in, develop him, build the offense around him, or build the offense with him. And maybe down the line you might have something. But the McKissic pickup, I definitely understood it. So now they got 4 running backs and 1 fullback. So I don't know where they're going to clear that roster spot. And they're carrying 3 tight ends as well with Jesse, Hawkinson, and also Thomas. I think Logan Thomas made the roster. That's crazy. Another mobile quarterback that came out of Virginia Tech. So I was talking about Tyree Taylor. Sorry, I got my window open. You know, Detroit, everybody got loud cars damn near if you don't stay with a new one. But like a couple of these moves they made or could make with the quarterbacks. But McKissic, I like that move, man. A lot of depth. That let me know they're going to be throwing to the backs as well. And Darrell Bevel, I don't really think of him as a guy that throws to the backs because of Marshawn and Peterson, guys he had. But with Kerry, they got 3 backs that can catch it out the backfield really good. Well, Johnson, we'll see if he can do on the pro level. McKissic and Kerry on. So, like the moves they're making. I'll be doing that prediction video for the Arizona game Monday, so be on the lookout for that. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email, subscribe button, bell icon button, all the links in the video. Let me know what you guys think. We gone.